This type of equation really bugs me. Hi, my name is Con from CoreMath, and today I want to talk about a type of problem that I find really annoying. Have you guys seen this type of equation before? You might see it popping around on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. You have different teachers coming up with different problems. It doesn't have to be the same number. It might be a different number, but it has a very similar format and it looks like a really simple mathematical problem. But to me, it can be really annoying. Why is that? Well, there are two ways to solve this problem. One way you'll get 108, another way you'll get 18. But the thing is, both these methods are actually quite reasonable. And that's not really good. You can't have a question that have two reasonable answers, right? Let's break it down. So looking at the first method, if we see 48 divided by 2 bracket 9 minus 5, well, you got to deal with the bracket first. You got 2 times 4. The thing is, when you have 2 bracket 4, that means it's being multiplied. Now, according to the order of operations, division and multiplication, they both have the same priority. So which one do we do first? Well, you go left to right. So in this case, you'll do the division first, and that gives us 24. Multiplied with the 4, you get 96. Add the 12, you get 108. Now, this is what you accept as the correct answer. This is what most people would accept as the correct answer, according to the order of operations. But based on some point of view or some arguments, there is a second way that we might figure this out. Well, again, you want to subtract and get the 4 first. But now, when you see a number like this, right? When you see 2 bracket 4, and we see these type of problems a lot in physics, in maths, in other sciences, is that you have A times B, and where the second value is in brackets, usually it means that these two should be grouped together. And so even though it is a multiplication, but we're not looking at the precedence from left to right. We're looking at the fact that a number in front of a bracket should be grouped together. And so we multiply the 2 with the 4 first. And with that, we get 8. Then we take 48 divided by 8. You get 6 plus 12. And so you get 18. And this is also a very reasonable way of solving this question. So which one is the correct method? Like I already told you earlier, the first method is the accepted correct method. But to me, that's not the right question. The problem here is not about which way is the right way to solve, but rather like this. If we were to think that the first method is correct, it means we're grouping 48 with 2, and we're doing the division first. If we accept the second method as correct, it means we're grouping the 2 with the bracket, and so we're doing the multiplication first. But from my point of view, the question, or rather the person writing the question, should have been more clear when they were writing the problem. And instead of writing it in this way, had they have just put 48 divided by 2 as a fraction, and then write out the rest of the problem like that, then this one would have been clear that you want to solve it by the first method. There would be no question. Or rather, if someone felt that, no, actually, it should have been 18 that was the correct answer, then maybe the person writing the problem should have written it like this, with both 2 and 9 minus 5 in the denominator. The point I'm trying to make is that math is a language. And just like all languages, it's used for communication. And so the issue here is the person presenting this problem should have chosen a way of communicating this problem without ambiguity. And so they should have written it in the form with the fraction, like I showed in the previous example. That way, there would be no question about which one is the correct answer and which one is the wrong answer. And that's just my take. If you want to be a good math communicator, find ways to make sure that your problems cannot be misinterpreted. Thank you very much.